and covering cow poop. Ew.
What do we call cow poop?
Money. Welcome to Life on Helton Creek.
Hey y'all, welcome to Life on Helton Creek. My name's Darcy. Paul and Kevin are in the Kubota with Rowdy too. There's nothing like a good Sunday morning. Getting out of church, going to lunch, going to do our visitation that we do every Sunday, and getting a phone call and a text message from friends and neighbors that our bull's out. Yep, Mick, out rambling. So I called my oldest son, Kevin, and he came over, and sure enough, it was Mick, and he was out. So he put him up for us, read him home, and now we've got to go find the hole in the fence. That's our adventure for today. And they're all out sunning and resting and enjoying the day. And we're fixing to disturb them. Right now in a minute. Look at there. Yeah, they'll look at us like, what are you doing? Where are you going? Appreciate y'all joining us today. I appreciate all of our new subscribers. Thank you and welcome. And if you haven't subscribed yet, click that button down there if you're so inclined. So this is where you got out. This is where you got back in. This is where the creek water gets up, and it's washed our fence down and collected us all kinds of trash. Compost. So we're probably gonna have to cut a little barbed wire and put a little barbed wire back. But you can see where it collects, like Pa says, compost. This would not go in the compost pile. How'd you like to get a hold of one of those? They go all the way up the trunk of the tree. It's a honey locust that if you ever get stuck by one, it'll be sore for days, because there's poison in those. I got tools of the trade here. That's a post driver. Put the post on the ground, and then you put the post driver over the top of it, and bam, bam, bam. Drive it in. What is that? Fencing tool. Yeah. What is it?
It's a fencing tool.
I know, but...
You can pull steeples out with that. You can pull steeples out with that. You can hammer steeples in with that. You can cut wire with that. And you can crimp electrical connectors with that. See how far off I was on my post.
So because this is so piled up with trash and such a mess, it needs cleaning out. We're going to patch it today, and we're taking a wire from this post over to that post where it's laying down. And we're going to stretch that bob wire for now, and then when Pa gets the backhoe home in a day or two, we'll come down here and clean it out and fix it back right. So always something to do around here, that's for sure.
Draw it in. T-post clip. Ta-da.
Ta-da.
Good.
Two clips. One more clip on this one. And it hooks on one side and holds the wire. Then the other side, you see, you just twist it around. There you go. And it holds on. Oh yeah, I forgot. Can't see it too good with the sun and the shadow and the shadow and the sun.
I got it from Ken Cove. See, it's got holes like that, but it don't.
Oh,
It's easier on this type of connector to just do it on that.
I think it's easier to use your wire pliers.
Well, it's got a barb right there where
Right in the way.
the clip goes. So you know what you do when that happens? You flip it around. All right.
Yay!
All right.
It's a beautiful day here in Tennessee. This is one of the creek places that I told you, creek crossing, that I was telling y'all we needed to put our stopgap back in. And it has really done some erosion down here, hasn't it, Kent? You see these big boulders here and there, all uncovered. But we fence from this side to that side. And believe it or not, it's not nearly as easy as you'd think. The blue pipes over there are the old fence, and we've put it up about 4 different times. And of course, when the water gets up, it just washes the gap right out, so that's crazy.
Water's up just a little bit.
So it rained all night here, surprise, surprise, and the water's up. So Kent's gonna wade down there and see if there's anywhere we can attach anything anywhere. And y'all hang out. Hey, what'd you do? Look at me. What'd you do?
I
What?
tried to steal wheel.
You did?
Yep.
So if you've been with us for more than a minute, you know that hay is our major crop. We take care of our girls first, and boys, I guess I should throw boys in there. And then we sell some to neighbors and just people who need hay. Hay is our crop, hay and cattle, but hay is our crop. He takes a great deal of pride in the quality of our hay, for our stock mainly, but for others as well. Our cattle stay thick and healthy and furry and fluffy all winter long. He studies the right time to cut it.
Mother's Day.
Kind of like working cattle.
Anniversary.
So we like to celebrate holidays around here. But he takes a great deal of pride. Now we have this year, how many left?
We got about 140-ish.
140-ish rolls of hay, and every year, we panic. Make sure that we've got enough for our bunch. Now we do sell a little. And we have specific people who buy every year, and we always have stragglers that come in who maybe can't get enough or didn't make enough this time, and they need 10 rolls to get them through or whatever. But we've got a lot of hay left over this year, and we're kind of excited about it, aren't we?
Yeah, well, they're eating 6 bales every 8 days, so you figure they're probably eating about 20 bales a month. So we've still got February, March, and April, so we still need probably about 50, 60 bales to finish us out. And we've got a couple of customers that take 6, 8 rolls at a time. And you know, they like to retrieve it out of the barn because it keeps a lot better than sticking it in a fence row.
Yeah, and they don't have anywhere to put it. They don't have a
wasting.
barn or anything.
So I might actually have about 40, but I got 29 bales over in the tobacco barn that are.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
In addition to the 140 that I got here, so.
So we'll have a little bit to sell, and that's good to have a little extra to be able to help people out who need it, because there is no worse feeling, is there, than running out of hay for your girls, for your cattle, in cold or bad weather, even just soppy, nasty weather. There's just
and folks will panic and buy a bunch of broom sage, and
yeah,
there's nothing will eat broom sage, so.
You got to be careful what you buy, and you got to be careful what you feed. And you can feed junk hay all day, and they'll eat it to an extent, but they'll waste a lot, and they won't gain well. And if you have any calves, they especially will suffer if you don't have good quality feed for them. So it's important, and it makes you feel good if you can help somebody out. And it makes you feel good if you know that your cattle are taken care of. It's really important. That's what I love. I think sometimes he'd rather be on the tractor, but I love my girls. That's my thing.
They stay fat going through the winter. So.
Oh, they're so fluffy right now. Every one of them look like they're fixing to drop a calf, and they're not. They're just fluffy and healthy and furry and.
Thank you for joining us today. Be blessed.